Do it now! Open your mouth!
Okay, yeah, I've got it. All right.
Road Wars follows an elite unit from the Thames Valley Police. Highly trained drivers with high-performance unmarked cars, the proactive team at the front line against criminals. Anything can happen police in the streets, and in Road Wars the unexpected is always just around the corner. It's 4:30 in Milton Keynes. One of the key jobs of the proactive team is to patrol any new crime hotspots in their unmarked cars to catch crooks red-handed. Chris Piggott and Simon Hills, Tango Victor 3-1, are parked up on the Oldbrook estate and have spotted two blokes acting oddly by a phone box.
Right, where are they walking to now? Back to the vehicle. Now, why would they do that? Pull up here, one of them goes in the shop, gets some...
They got off in that car?
No, stop. They're in that van right in front of us. People carrier.
Oh, right.
But why would they do that? Do you know what I mean?
The area's suffering from drug dealing, so they tail the people carrier the two blokes boarded.
3-1, can I have a code 2 vehicle check, please? 1745 check-in, I'm on Oldbrook Boulevard.
Simon checks the number plate to see if there's any intelligence.
Yes, copy, thank you.
The control room update confirms their suspicions.
It's been seen to go to a telephone kiosk just up the road, make a phone call, and now it's driven here, which just seems a little bit odd to us. Again, it's an area we know that drugs have been dealt, and there's some previous incidents associated with that vehicle, and it's just parked up with both the male occupants still in the vehicle, which makes me suspect that they're going to meet somebody.
Parked up on the other side of a playground, the two men now seem to be waiting for something.
What's that pulling up next to them, mate? See it?
Yeah.
Suddenly, a small car stops and pulls up to the people carrier.
I would suggest he's probably alongside it.
The driver of the small car seems to hand over something through the open window and then heads off.
Do you reckon a deal's just taken place? Yes. This car coming past us, have it, mate?
Chris and Simon think the driver of the small car may be a dealer and decide to follow him and leave the other two blokes.
Yes, definitely, 100%.
He's going to make off. What he's on.
Yeah, he's going for it. Sierra X-ray, Tango Victor 3-1 priority. Evans Gate, Oldbrook, failing to stop, suspected in supply of large quantities of Class A drugs. We've witnessed it do a drugs deal. We are now on Oldbrook Boulevard. We require a marked unit, a helicopter and a dog unit, please. Our driver is pursuit trained. The road conditions are dry, although it is cold. Our vehicle is high performance and we are pursuing a small hatchback vehicle. We are Sutcliffe Avenue. Tango Victor 3-1, I can confirm we do not know the identity of the driver. We have no idea of the identity of the driver, but he is an IC3 male. And we're left, Evans Gate, cancel, continuing straight on Milburn Avenue, still on Oldbrook.
He's wearing a deerstalker type hat.
Yeah, all right, mate.
With,
you just drive, mate, just drive.
Just so you know, with a sheepskin in it.
Yes, sir. He is wearing a deerstalker hat with a sheepskin lining on it. We're on Kirkstall Place and our speed is 4040 mph. The vehicle is continuing to fail to stop. Can we have an update on other units, please?
Simon's commentary is vital for other units to join in and close the net.
Got a marked one coming up behind you. Keep going, keep on him.
I am, mate, I'm there. Is that a traffic car behind us?
A local unit has joined right behind Chris and Simon. Its onboard camera is running as the pair strike.
Get out of power! Get your hands on the roof! Get your hands on the roof! Give us your hands! Give us your hands! You're under arrest! Turn and face me! Open your mouth!
The driver's trying to swallow something, so they squeeze his throat.
I want to see! And your tongue, lift! Do it! Do it now! Open your mouth!
Okay, yeah, I've got it.
All right, happy?
SIM card just dropped out of his mouth.
And your tongue...
Trying to swallow a SIM card? It may be important evidence.
Okay. Yeah, I've got it. All right, happy? SIM card just dropped out of his mouth. At this moment in time, you're under arrest for dangerous driving, failing to stop, and you're also being detained for the purpose of a drug search. Do you understand that? Yes. Nice.
Okay, just pat him down there. Take it away, I'm doing.
Yeah. Just want to search you.
The quick search reveals no drugs, but Simon isn't convinced.
I'll take him back now, book him into custody. I might further arrest him for supplying a controlled substance, because I believe that's what he's done. So we're going to make some inquiries now, see what we got. But another boring day.
The bloke was later found to be carrying cannabis and was also found guilty of several driving offences, including no insurance. He was sent to jail for 4 months, suspended for a year, ordered to undertake 120 hours community service, and handed a 1-year driving ban. The next time he meets people behind the bike sheds, he'll have to walk there. Some rogue drivers will do anything to escape from the cops. Here in the Thames Valley, it looks like the driver's pulling over, but just as the patrol car stops, he takes off. But instead of booting it, he ambles along at low speed. It doesn't look like he's an expert driver. With the cops right on his bumper, he tries another trick. He tries reversing into the patrol car, but the officers back off, and the driver only hits the curb. With the road wet and slippery, the cops need to stop the pursuit quickly. Forced into a car park, it looks like the end of the road for the driver. He legs it, leaving the cops to stop the runaway car. Desperate to get away, the bloke takes a huge risk. After hitting the brakes hard on the wet ground, he's straight out of the skidding car. Certainly a better runner than he was a driver, but it was all in vain as he was picked up nearby.
Yes, on Annesley Park, A611 towards the Bucknell bypass.
The longer the pursuit, the less the chance of the villains escaping from the cops. After raiding a shop, 2 robbers in the white Ford Fiesta try to shake off the police.
Information of all units, if possible, Stinger is authorised for deployment. Received.
The officers are planning to puncture the tyre of the getaway car with a bed of nails called a Stinger. But suddenly it looks like the robbers have trapped themselves.
488, this is a cul-de-sac. Grassed area, onto the grassed area.
No such luck. After trying to escape for more than 30 minutes, the robbers still aren't prepared to give up, even if it means driving in circles around the park. With nowhere to go, the passenger leaps out of the car. But the driver isn't the fittest and he's caught monkeying over the bonnet.
488, looks like they've got him detained.
Scaling a fence, the passenger pegs it onto an estate, with an officer hot on his heels. The crook tries to outfox the cops by running into a stranger's house.
Officer pursuing, turn right down the alleyway. Officer is in the back garden where you've just run down.
But he can't fool the eye in the sky. He's found hiding behind the house and nicked on the spot.
No weapons seen, no force used, no words used, received.
Both robbers were later ordered to do time at Her Majesty's pleasure.
Go ahead, get your hands up.
Even if trapped, some criminals just don't want to give up.
Get your hands up. I'll explain in a minute. Go ahead, get your hands up, step on out the car.
In Texas, a lone cop has just stopped a car. The cop's notepad is sent flying in the brutal barrage of punches from the stranger. He's a prisoner on the run. Looks like the driver isn't too keen on meeting the cops.
Anyone, help!
Luckily, a brave bystander rushes in and stops the raging convict from strangling the policeman. More help did arrive, and the convict was eventually detained and sent back to the clink. Back in Milton Keynes with Tango Victor 3-1. Chris and Simon have parked up on an industrial estate after reports of an illegal driver.
There's a chap who's going to finish work at one of these industrial premises. We've had information that he's not got a driving licence to drive, possibly no insurance. And whilst that may seem like minor offences, obviously he represents a danger on the roads, so we're going to see if we can stop him today.
As they spot their man leaving work, they immediately get a demonstration of his driving skills.
Hey, he stalled it again.
One brake light out. That's twice he's stalled it in the space of 100 metres.
Sometimes you can give yourself away, can't you?
They've seen enough. Time to pull the clown over. But how will he react?
I couldn't even see the word. Past the bus stop, past the junction. Come on, my old son, there's another one up here.
He obviously hasn't yet learned how to stop safely.
Hey, I'm going to have an emergency stop now. Brace. Hang on, Have it.
So what's his story?
Is this your car, my old friend? Okay, what type of driving licence have you got? A provisional. Does that man got a licence? Because you have to have someone supervising you, don't you, if you've got L plates? You understand that? Come and have a seat in our car, and my colleague will take some details. We'll get soaking wet otherwise. Just take a seat in there, my old friend.
Apart from getting a fixed penalty notice and 3 points for driving without a full licence, he's going to have his car seized. Chris tells the passenger he'll have to walk home in the rain.
It's just that we're going to have to take his car away because he's not got the right licence for it. Yeah, that's not your, it's not your problem. Yeah. Do you want to take the stuff out of it because we're going to take the car now? I mean, you can wait for him if you like, or you can go and get the bus. It's up to you. All right.
While the passenger made his way home on the next bus, the driver had to make plans to get to the recovery yard with a qualified driver and L place to pick up his car. It's the early hours in Reading. The area's recently been hit by a series of burglaries, so Roma Bolsover and Jim Dixon are braving the weather to search for suspects.
Grease here it is,
yeah, it's not good, is it?
After some heavy rain, there's been a report of a crashed car nearby.
What we've got in the centre of Reading, or sort of the Tylehurst area of Reading, there's been reports that a silver Mercedes has crashed and there's been 3 males decamped from the vehicle and run off. It's possible the vehicle may be stolen, but that hasn't been confirmed at this time. So we're making to the area.
It's quickly confirmed that the crashed car has been stolen after burglars took the car keys from a house as the owners slept. Now the hunt is on for the thieves.
It could be anywhere now around here, couldn't it? We'd go to ground somewhere, isn't there?
That's what they're going to do, aren't they? They'll be in someone's garden somewhere.
Yeah. Victor 3-5, currently on the Meadway, coming up towards Church Lane. Is the track still going on, or?
A dog unit has already tracked 2 young men from the crashed car to a nearby house.
I think it's this one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Roma and Dixie join the dog handler where the track ended. The team suspect the culprits are inside.
Police, open the door up.
Hello.
How you doing?
Sorry to bother you.
Is this your house, madam, is it?
Yes.
Excellent.
Do you mind if we come in a minute? I need to speak to you.
Okay. We're going to make an arrest in this household, okay?
So who's upstairs?
Wake gentlemen. Both under arrest. Suspicion of burglary. Got a question, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something that lecture later on in court. Anything you do say, they give me evidence. Get your arms out now, behind your back. Stand up.
Put your arms behind your back, mate.
Put your arms behind your back.
It's 2:30 in the morning and these two lads are in bed, fully clothed and soaking wet. It's a bit strange.
Do you understand why you've been arrested? You don't. What don't you understand? Right? The whole part of it, all right? Well, my colleagues explained to you, you've been under arrest for burglary.
So what part of nicking cars is wrong? Don't you understand?
Anything you shouldn't have. Got no drugs in your pockets, anything stupid like that.
The positive track and the lad's appearance is enough to get them nicked. But a search of their room reveals even more damning evidence.
There's a VW key here.
Apart from the stolen Honda, the burglary victims also own a VW.
Under the mattress here. The young lad indicated to us that these bits and bobs shouldn't be here, so we've got 2 digital cameras, a laptop, there's a CD there of the Madagascar, I think that's a Disney film. What we'll do in a second, once I've seized the key, is I'll take it over to the Agree's address and I'll try it in their car. Obviously if it starts the car, then the young lads that are in here have got a few questions to answer as to why they got this person's car key in the bedroom miles away from the actual address which has been burgled.
With every household on average burgled once every 50 years, England has the highest rate of break-ins in Europe.
We had a phone call from a member of the public saying that a vehicle had crashed into their wall. 2 males have been seen to run from the car. Dog handlers got out, the dog's tracked the 2 males, and it's tracked up and into this house here. Upstairs, lying on one mattress, were 2 young males, 15 years old. They clearly weren't sleeping, they're all fully clothed, their clothing was wet. It's been chucking it down tonight at times. All this property's been seized now. The 2 lads have been arrested and taken away to Loddon Valley. They'll be interviewed in the morning by the interviewing team. I'm back now to do all the paperwork and to write my statement up, etc.
Both lads turned out to be only 15. This one was later sentenced to 10 months in a young offenders institution. The lad on the left got 12 months of a deferred sentence. A key job of the proactive team is to crack down on the rapidly growing number of persistent illegal drivers. In Beaconsfield, a van equipped with state-of-the-art number plate reading cameras is scanning the passing traffic for illegal vehicles and alerts the Tango Victor units to stop them further up the road. Roma joins Charlie Etheridge, who has just pulled over a motor with plenty of history.
What we got?
Right, this vehicle comes up as previously found seized for no insurance by Hertfordshire Police.
All right, what's he giving you now? Same?
AJ Mills from South Africa. Doesn't sound very South African to me.
No. Mr Mills, you know when the car was seized last time? Who was driving it then?
I don't know. So is there a problem?
There is a problem, yeah, but because the vehicle's got no insurance on it again, obviously it was seized for that offence, yeah. Obviously that's down to you as the driver to make sure that this vehicle is on the road, proper road tax, insurance, etc, etc. Okay, it's not down to the owner of the vehicle, it's down to the person that's using it. My colleague's currently running some checks on you, and obviously you've got a South African driver's licence, is that correct? Okay. Okay, you haven't got it on you?
No, I haven't got it.
All right, what have you got in the back there? Do you mind if I just take a quick look? Is that all right? Is the boot open?
The cops now have the power to seize any car on the road without insurance and report the driver to the court. So Roman needs to discover his correct ID.
What I'm looking for is just sort of something with ID on to sort of see if we can find out if this gentleman's telling the truth or not, really. I don't believe that he's come without any ID.
The boot's full of clothes and bags belonging to other people, but bizarrely nothing to back up the bloke's claim to be A.J. Mills.
Nothing relates to you, to this vehicle at all.
Yeah, because it's not my car.
I know that. I appreciate what you're saying.
Suspecting that the bloke's given him the runaround with a phony name, Charlie nicks him to sort the matter out.
321 was 09 with one, an adult male. Can you confirm if Golf Hotel's got room for one, please? What business you in?
Just fashion, basically.
All right. You look like Kojak with your lollies.
Facing the slammer, the bloke suddenly claims that his name's Charles, not A.J. Mills.
So who's this A.J. Mills then?
No one, I just came up with it.
You've given us one set of details and now you've given us another, but I've still got no means really of verifying them. Not here.
Well, can't you call up, like, my previous address is the one on my, what's it called, on my license is, because I'm in uni in Manchester now.
Listen, what's going to happen? We're going to go to the police station, we'll bottom it out there, because it's going to give me a headache if we do it here. Alright? Okay.
Obviously the vehicle's got no insurance, so we need to charge him or give him a ticket in reference to that. So what Charlie's done, he's arrested him on suspicion of driving with no documents at this time, and to establish his name and address, that we confirm where he lives if we need to serve a summons on him.
At High Wycombe Nick, Charlie finds a little surprise hidden in the driver's pants.
What's this here, mate?
Is that down his pants?
Ooh,
Yeah, right,
did you check his bloody legs? Look. Oh, what an idiot.
Get all his property on the table.
Just wondering what else is going to produce from his trousers, possibly a rabbit or
well, the officer's going to pat you down and search you to make sure you've got nothing on you that might harm you, me, or anybody else.
It's a provisional licence in the name of Charles. No wonder the bloke's been so reluctant to give his real name. He isn't allowed to drive on his own.
Anything else on you? Positive?
Yep.
Right, good.
The bloke was fined 240 quid and received 6 points on his licence for driving without insurance or supervision. Some drivers flout the law with no paperwork, others with their attitude. More than 20 drivers get killed jumping level crossings in the UK each year, but that doesn't deter some. Flashing lights at a level crossing means stop. Ooh, that was close. If not the signals, at least the barrier should stop them. And here's a really close shave. This old chap's been extremely lucky to walk away unhurt after crashing into a 200-ton locomotive. Jumping the level crossing in a Robin Reliant, less Damon hill, more like over the hill. For elderly drivers, pretty much everything about modern traffic can be tricky. This 82-year-old lady is at a local petrol station for a newspaper, sandwich and fuel. After asking an assistant to help, all she needs to do now is park her car safely next to the pump. Instead of the brake, the lady at the accelerator shot forward, flattened a petrol pump and rolled over. It took a dozen people to free her from the wreckage of her car. Luckily, she escaped with minor injuries. The Proactive team are continuing their crackdown on Britain's motoring underclass of illegal drivers in High Wycombe. Charlie's teamed up with Chris Ruff and they've spotted a driver they suspect has no insurance or tax.
Just stay where you are for me, please, folks. Come to the side of the road for us, please. There's no tax in it, is there? Oh, have you?
The uninsured driver's a nightmare for any law-abiding road user. And one of his passengers is a nightmare for any hard-working camera crew.
Just leave him alone, would you?
He's
entitled to film in a public place.
Yeah, he's entitled to film. Don't push me.
Right. He's entitled to film in a public place, and that's all there is to it.
There's no need for that.
The driver claims that he's just bought the car and hasn't had time to sort out his documents, but Ruffy isn't buying it.
Sold it to you in this state with
basically I'm paying to clean it up.
All right, with the cheese puffs in the back. They come free, do they?
Yeah, it's an empty packet basically, and it's been there for a while.
Then you haven't just bought it, have you?
I have only just bought it.
Well, that's fine. I just need some details from you and your address.
I live in Somerset.
Right, whereabouts in Somerset?
32. House in Banbury.
Banbury? Somerset? There's only one Banbury, and that's in Oxfordshire.
Where, sorry?
Banbury.
Banbury?
Yeah, Somerset.
Banbury, Somerset? Yeah. Whereabouts is that then?
It's in Somerset, basically.
Ruffy isn't convinced.
Banbury?
Yeah, I think that's it.
It's Banbury in Somerset. How'd you get to Banbury in Somerset then?
Well, I'm staying down here for a couple of weeks, basically.
Yeah, how'd you get off the motorway? Which motorway junction did you get off then? To go there? No, to go to Banbury in Somerset.
I can't remember the motor, I just know the way.
Right, okay. At the end of the day, I've lived there for 18 years. I was brought up in Somerset, yeah?
I actually live in Banbury Station house. You can check my details, you can arrest me and check my details. I don't actually mind.
With the bloke's address making no sense, Charlie checks the police computer.
He claims to live at 32. House in Banbury, Somerset. So he's got that all mixed up in his own mind.
And perhaps you should learn that Banbury isn't in Somerset, yeah?
I've only lived there for a little while.
Right, we live in Barnstable, which is in Devon, yeah?
Yeah, but
all right.
it's still Somerset, isn't it?
No, Devon's Devon.
Well, it's just down the road.
Well, yeah, but it's completely different, unfortunately.
The bloke's not only clueless about his address, but also about the traffic law. He seems to think that for driving without insurance and taxed, he'll only get fined. And there's a surprise in store.
I've got £260 fine, I don't want no...
And your vehicle's going to get seized, I should have said that, didn't I?
Why is that?
Because you haven't got any insurance on the vehicle.
But I've got insurance, so I'm just trying to transfer it over. I'm just parking it around the corner.
We haven't got insurance, have we?
Can it just be pushed around the corner?
No.
Until things?
No, the vehicle gets seized.
Well, it's a fully comp insurance to drive in.
Yeah, but it must have a vehicle on there.
Well,
it doesn't relate to this car, does it?
The original car, it's any car.
Because
I've got insurance to drive any car. That's
yeah, but you've got insurance, so a trader's policy.
No, it's not a trader's. It's
Ruffy's had enough and checks with the supposed provider.
He claims to have insurance, but it's basically saying it's for him as opposed to a vehicle. So we're just going to phone up Direct Line and find out what the score is. I'll eat my hat if there's insurance. The gentleman's swearing that he's insured with yourselves, but he's saying that he's got a policy that covers him to drive.
Ruffy gets a clear answer.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me, to be fair. Let's put it like that. So, anyway, thanks a lot. Cheers, then. Bye. Basically, Direct Line are saying that you're not insured on any vehicles.
Right, well, I actually am, and I can actually prove it if you take me to my friend's house.
Right, we're not going to do that. We're going to take the vehicle off you at the roadside now.
The bloke isn't finished yet. He now claims that he's got a policy for the car at a mate's house nearby.
Let's issue your paperwork. You go off and find your piece of paper around the corner, yeah? And then come back up.
Right, well, which is what I was asking your colleague.
Right, okay, well that's fine. But if we've gone in the meantime, then you know what to do, don't you?
Apparently he'll be back in 5 minutes with his insurance policy to prove that he can drive any car.
You'll have to be quicker than that. Possibly even quicker than that.
Guess what? 25 minutes later, and he still hasn't turned up, so the car's taken to the pound. The bloke insisted he had tax and insurance, and now it's up to the courts to sort it out. In the States, every driver is required to carry driving documents. The Chicago cops pulled a woman over for making a wrong turn.
me see your driver's license and your insurance. When you made, well, I'm getting ready to tell you. Let me explain. Okay, when you made that left turn from Route 72 here onto this side street here, you probably missed it, but there's 4 signs back there that say no left turn Monday through Friday.
Absolutely, I did not know that. Don't give me a ticket, honest to God, please.
Well, wait, before we continue, let me see your driver's license, then maybe we can talk about something.
Now, don't tell me I don't have my driver's license. How do you
Not finding a license seems to upset the woman.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I'm looking for my driver's license.
Okay, let me close this door. There's no reason to have the door open. You're going to get your door taken off.
Do you mind if I take my car apart? Do you mind?
It's your car. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I know. You do believe me that I do have my driver's license?
It's in there somewhere. I believe you. Just take your time. You'll find it.
Because number one, wait a minute. I want to show you something. I can't believe I don't have my driver's license. Oh, damn it. Can you hurry up? My
I'm
boss
trying to hurry, but you're...
Fit.
Grab all your stuff. Have a seat in your car, and I'll be with you in just a second.
God damn it.
Ma'am?
Yeah, okay, but I'm trying to find it. I don't know where it is.
Have a seat in your car, and then you can try to find it.
God damn it.
Ma'am, grab all your stuff for...
Oh, who cares?
I don't want it to blow away on you. Here, ma'am.
Who gives a shit? I'm trying to find it. Don't you understand?
I understand. I can see that you're trying to find it.
My driver's license is. Oh!
Ma'am, calm down, lady.
You know how furious I am.
Be right back in a moment. Stay in your car, ma'am.
The cop lets the hysterical lady off for not showing her documents, but he still fines her for the wrong turn.
You charged me $75 to make that turn.
I'm not charging you $75, ma'am. That's what the court. That's what the state law says.
You know, I love housing the states. I'm glad I live in this town. This is a great town.
Have a safe day, ma'am.
Chris and Simon are on patrol in Slough. Between them, the officers have got more than 20 years' experience of hunting crooks and are a well-gelled team.
We've both got our strong points. Simon's an excellent driver, particularly when it comes to pursuits.
With an unmarked car, there are occasions when you're able to sneak up on them and actually catch them in the act of doing something wrong or immediately afterwards.
I'm quite good at spotting druggies and drug dealers. We've had quite a few really top results together.
Several minutes later, Chris's criminal radar springs into action. He's spotted a girl in a blue VW Polo who he's previously seen at a notorious drug spot and wants to check her out.
She's only held in traffic, isn't she? Or not.
Where am I going, mate?
Straight on. What can we do other than go straight on? Get up to the final road roundabout and she's not there. She's not there.
Can't remember what I'm looking for now.
Polo. Dark coloured polo. She's gone. She wouldn't have got this far, would she? That's over. There it is ahead of this. It's one ahead of this.
Gotcha.
Pull it round the corner. Oh, shit, mate. Oh, I'll get some details. Hello, is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got some ID on you, please? Just come round the back for me while I get myself knocked over.
The driver's got no ID, but the passenger's name seems familiar.
Oh my God.
Was it your brother? Yeah.
Small
Is he still in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are either of you on bail at the moment?
On what?
You on bail for anything at the moment, either of you? No, you're not got any bail conditions or anything? Good.
Eagle-eyed Chris has already noticed something dodgy in the car.
There's a wrap in the back seat and there's some papers in her bag that are ripped up.
Suspicious that the couple might have drugs on them, Chris and Simon want to search him and phone for backup.
Thank you, Victor 32.
3231. How are you doing? Are you anywhere near Northborough Road, perchance?
We're on Manor Park. Why, what you got?
We've stopped a car that's a Reading car. Matey boy in the passenger seat. Evidently his brother's a well-known Class A dealer. We're looking at Section 23. We just want an extra pair of hands down here so that we can contain them.
Roger that.
It's a tricky situation. If the couple realise they're about to be searched, they might kick off. So Chris and Simon try to keep the situation relaxed as they wait.
You got a tattoo? Where's that? Ah, what's that say? Warrior.
How the fuck did you know that?
When Charlie and Ruffy arrive, it's time to get down to business.
Under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. Right, well don't answer that because I'm talking to you at the moment. I'm going to search you in the vehicle. Is there anything in this vehicle that I'm going to find related to controlled substances or anything you shouldn't have? Have you got any drugs on you? No, I haven't. Do you smoke spliff? I do, yeah. Have you got that with you? Have you got any weed with you? If you have, I'll give you the opportunity to give it up now. All right. Have you got anything on you? No. All right. Take off the seatbelt and step out for me then, please. Simon, would you just do the honours with this gent? I'll just go through his jacket.
I think we've met.
We chucked your phone?
We've met before, haven't we?
Nice.
So ready for Brennan? Yeah.
Just come and stand at the doorway for me here, mate.
Tattoos on your arms. Outlaw. Warrior. Warrior.
What should I do?
Just stand at the doorway for me there, please, mate. So get your hands out your pockets, just keep where I see them. Just face into the corner there for me. That's ideal, yeah. Is there anything sharp in your pockets? Anything that's going to hurt me or hurt you? I'm just going to put my gloves on, mate, because you don't know where my hands have been.
He's not joking.
And they're cold as well.
You just stay around the back with my colleague here.
Brings you the slow.
It's not long before they find something in the car.
Crack pipe. Sorry. Yeah, I'll make some Class A here. In Centre Console. Yeah. Hey? In Centre Console.
Simon and Chris suspect that the couple have got more raps hidden, so they take them in for a more thorough search.
Well, you know what we found in here, don't you?
What?
Well, I'll explain that to you in a minute.
What did you find?
A rap in your car.
Oh, what in the car, sorry?
Well, that'll have to go off for now.
Yeah.
You take her, I'll take him, and we'll go for drug searches.
Right, okay. This moment in time, you're under arrest, okay?
Sorry,
and the
babe,
reason
right,
for that is
yeah.
I found what I believe to be a wrap of heroin in the centre console of your car.
Right.
Okay? You don't have to say anything.
I'm not going to go anywhere, please.
No, I know, but it may harm you folks. Do not mention me a question subject to later line in court. I think you do so, maybe good evidence. The reason of being arrested occasionally, you come back to the police station, I need to get someone to complete a proper drug search on you.
And then what will happen after that?
Well, and then you'll be interviewed, all right?
And then what will happen?
Have you got anything in your pockets at all?
No, he's looked in my pockets.
He's done your pockets,
and
is he?
I've got
Right.
my car keys.
This needs to go off as well.
While getting booked into custody at Slough Nick, the bloke suddenly tries to be clever.
Chris has just been stood in the custody block with the gentleman we've just arrested, and he's just tried to discard of at least 2 rocks of... it's either heroin that's wrapped up there or a couple of rocks of crack, so they've gone in there, and also this plastic bag which has got some remnants of something in it.
The rocks turned out to be 40 quid's worth of heroin and crack, for which the bloke spent a day in jail. The girl was cautioned for the wrap of heroin found in her car. On an American school bus, this pupil is being repeatedly punched in the face by a big bully. With all the kids just watching, the brutal attack only stops when the bus driver intervenes. The victim suffered facial fractures and a severe concussion. The attacker later pleaded guilty to being a juvenile delinquent. In Fort Lauderdale, America, CCTV catches 2 teenagers viciously assaulting a homeless man with baseball bats on the campus of the local university. The kids are on a violent rampage. They've already attacked 2 homeless victims and brutally bludgeoned one of them to death. They leave this man alive, but only just. Both lads were later arrested and charged with assault and murder. They faced the death penalty. In Florida, sheriffs are pursuing this white SUV through a residential neighborhood. The driver's high on alcohol, and it shows. Trying to shake off the cops, the driver's heading straight towards another officer on a routine traffic stop.
Coming right towards you, Ford SUV. It's on the wrong side of the road now. He's going to hit the cruiser. Look out. Yeah, he's running. I don't think he's going to stop.
Hitting traffic on a dual carriageway, the boozed up driver starts weaving.
He's caught up in traffic over here.
Desperate to get away, he crosses a central reservation, speeding against the traffic.
I got a white vehicle, SUV, full size, just ran through everybody's lawns over here.
Hammering through another neighbourhood, it looks like he's run out of road.
He's running through the yard. He's going to end up in the canal here, maybe. He's in the canal.
But after crashing into a canal, the drunk driver isn't yet finished and struggles out of the car.
Coming out the window. He's running on foot. Watch him, John. I got him.
His running's no better than his driving, and he's quickly nabbed.
Officers on foot behind him starting to catch up. I hope that officer has some leg. Good job. Excellent job.
Amazingly, this manic chase started with a routine traffic stop when the boozed up driver booted it, knowing he also had no insurance. In rural Kansas, two meth dealers are trying to shake off the cops. There's some heavy traffic ahead. Cattle from a local ranch, a regular hazard in the American West. Eager to catch the dealers, the cops use cowboy tactics and repeatedly ram the getaway car. Finally, the tarmac rodeo comes to an end and the getaway car spun off the road. With plenty of firepower on scene, the dealers are going nowhere and are swiftly arrested. These geezers were incredibly lucky. If they'd hit the cattle at full speed, there wouldn't have just been minced beef on the prairie. In Britain's very own Wild West, Devon, a PC has been called out to a traffic disturbance on a dual carriageway. A rampant bull has escaped from a farmer's field looking for love. This time, for a change, it's not the villain who's having a beef with the cops. It's a rainy day in Reading. With many crooks staying indoors, it's been a quiet shift for Jim Mahoney and Dixie.
You three bad boys take it easy, yeah?
We'll stop helping people out in
yeah. Good Samaritans, it don't do you any good.
As they finish a routine traffic stop, there's a call to an unusual job.
We're on our way now to a fear for welfare job. Basically, there's somebody in a flat who's not been seen for a few days, possibly been assaulted as well. So a member of the public or a neighbour has called in to say they haven't seen him, so we're drifting that way to see if we can establish whether the gentleman in the address is in order or not. Where are we going, big lad? Straight on, mate. Keep going straight down. You've got a left turn in 0.35 of a mile.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Fucking rush.
For several days, no one's been answering the door, so the police are worried that something serious has happened to the resident.
Oh. Where we go, mate? Show me. Take us in, mate. All right, thanks.
All the Tango Victor units are trained in rapid entry.
Do you want me to carry that up, Jim? Don't you remember the course? Oh, sorry, did you want to carry it out? No, you're right. I'll take we've established she's not directly behind it. Yeah, well, I'll look at that box. From at the top, mate. Just at the top? There's nothing at the bottom. That one, and that one. These stupid gloves on.
With no sign of life behind the door, Jim steps into action.
Philip, it's the police! It's the police.
Why are you coming here?
Why haven't you answered your door?
Pardon?
Why haven't you answered your door?
I'm banging for ages, Philip.
We've been calling you and banging on the door for ages. Yeah, because I've been trying to keep away from somebody.
I'm worried about you. Can we have a word?
Yeah. The police.
We'll leave to it then.
Why have you broken my door? Because you shouted through. We said to the police you were concerned.
No, I didn't
so
hear
we
you
were
say.
concerned for your life.
We've effected an entry. The gentleman is in there, and I think he's all well. They're just talking to the local units as we speak of her. Good mess of that.
After years of busting the doors of drug dens, this week prefab job was no match for Jim.
It just isn't agreed. I thought it was going to be quite a difficult one. It was a genuine fear for his welfare. Obviously needed somebody to come and put the door in, which we've obviously obliged with. As we come through the door, the gentleman's come strolling out of his front room in his underpants, wanting to know what's going on and why we've broken his door down. We'll leave the local unit to get the door boarded up and sweep up the pieces. Mahoney, you're a hooligan.
Saw you standing there, highway broken down. Thought I'd pull over and help you out. Halfway nowhere, what you do?